cross positions only. This is essentially a 2-player map, and I was talking to Dime before the final start, and he said he's just going to cannon rush him on this map.
That's what I heard it too, man. Heard it here first. We'll see what happens. And like I said earlier at the start of the first game, Dime knows what Andrew likes to do. He knows that Andrew likes to build his buildings at the front of his ramp, which is good if you're defending a 4-gate, but other than that, it definitely has its drawbacks as well, and one of the drawbacks is defending a cannon rush.
Yeah, so Andro over here at the top left position of the map, as now he's green.
I was dropped.
Uh-oh.
Huh. Weird.
Alright, we'll just continue casting off of one computer then. Why is my scoreboard not cooperating?
Oh, you're right.
Alright, there we go. Everything is now set up the way it should be, and crap, I can't even tell them to ignore that.
God.
We've got Andrew spotting in at the top left position of the map, Dime over here at the top right, and it's going to be GSL Antigua Shipyard once again, cross positions only, so Dime already knows exactly where Andrew spawned. He's going to be able to just walk his probe over and start throwing down cannons. So where do you think some good places to start your cannons are going to be on this map?
Well, I know that Dime has, I don't know, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to say it's probably going to just be a left of the, yeah, right about there. This version of the map does have the neutral supply depot at the bottom of the ramp, though, so you can't do the old Combat X style where he walls off the bottom and cancels one of the pylons and runs his probe up to the top of the ramp, so you can't really do that. Yeah, there's the gateway right at the front.
Look at that.
Dime has his own gateway. I guess we're not going to see a cannon rush this game. Interesting.
Huh. Interesting. Maybe thought about that a little bit. Wants to avoid going for something.
Maybe he's metagaming us too.
Oh!
Think about that for a second.
That's like beyond next level. That's like fourth dimensional play right there.
I can't even comprehend it.
You're not
to be
even
honest.
metagaming your opponent. You're metagaming the commentators too.
Man.
So many mind games. So, Andrew not aware that this is the GSL version, is going to be scouting these close positions. Not going to be the end of the world because there's no cannon rush going down right now, but if there was, he'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Hey, yo! Yeah. Time to be sending out a scouting probe right now as well. It does look like he is aware of the fact that you can just walk straight across and start getting that scouting information. Meanwhile, it looks like Andrew finally going to get over to this position and see what is going on. Both these players with pretty much identical builds thus far, only one gas. Cybernetics core is on the way. Andrew with a stylistic wall in, and Dime with the stylistic Sim City here. And look at that second gateway on the way right now for Dime. Very interesting. Andrew is going to see everything that's going on here, and Dime immediately throws down that gas so he does not get gas stolen, or so that he can use that to go straight into Blink. Maybe robotics play this time around.
Yeah, man. Dime really likes to favor that 3-gate stalker opening into Blink. I'm feeling that's probably what we're going to see once again. It's going to be interesting to see if Andrew changes anything up. I mean, that last game was pretty decisive. There was really no chance for Andrew whatsoever. It was pretty clear-cut build order loss.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He actually canceled the gas.
And then built it again. I guess he must have just built it and then canceled it so Andrew couldn't steal it, I guess.
Maybe it was showing them when.
It also could have been a mistake. Yeah.
I'm not. We weren't actually looking when that happened, so I'm not 100% sure what actually went down there. But I got the stalker, second stalker, going to be warped in right now. Chrono boosting the warp gate upgrade, and looks like back at the base of Dime, he is going to be going straight to the robotics facility.
Yeah.
Still not 100% sure if he's just going to be using this for Immortals or if he's going to get Twilight Cancel, get an observer out of this, and get that Blink up and running. But usually you see players get that Twilight Council and Blink before you get this robotics facility, but
yeah, just
Dime's got these timings worked out if he knows what he's doing, so I'm definitely curious to see what his plan is here.
Yeah, I'm not going to question Dime's his motive behind any of his builds, because his, like I've mentioned, his builds are just really, really, really crisp, and he's worked out all the kinks. Stalker at the front, he might be going for a quick expand, like Andro. Andro doing his trademark 3-gate expand build. He has no Twilight yet though, which is trademark of him. But yeah, looks like we not quite seeing anything just yet. Observer coming out for Dime though.
Now there's the first entry, and as Dime nears the 400 mineral mark, I do think we are going to see a quick expansion out of him. And I get the idea that this isn't really something that Andrew's expecting out of Dime, and this might be a metagame choice, because based on the games we've seen out of Dime, he doesn't do this.
No.
Like, he always opens with something pretty aggressive. So this might work out in his favor. He's got an Immortal on the way, and Immortal's definitely great defensive units, especially when dealing with Blink. Of course, you can't really chase away units, but if your positioning decision-making is really good, then the Immortal will do absolute wonders for you.
Yep.
He's already thrown down some forward pylons down in the event that...
oh, nice scouting by NrGDime, though.
Look for that. Yeah, NrGDime's going to see that first forward pylon. The second one is up here on the high ground. He knows that NrGDime might be getting ready to deal with this. And Dime immediately sends some units, to meet up with the rest of the warp in over there. And he's going to try to apply a little bit of pressure to this expansion, or this base, before getting an expansion. I'm not 100% sure what his plan is now.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that his plan's probably not to expand. Dime eliminated me from the tournament, and I asked him when in his build he planned on expanding, and he responded with, "What do you mean? This is PvP." So I have a feeling he's going to try and bust this. I'm not even sure he's aware that Andro's dropped the Nexus at this point, although I think he could safely assume it, seeing those units at the front. But man, this is, once again, this is a really scary push. He's got, what is that, 8 Stalkers followed by a Sentry and an Immortal. That's pretty fearsome. Kills the Sentry too. That's really nice targeting, actually. Andro's going to be forced back a little bit, and Andro's going to have to rely on pretty solid weapons. He's got a cannon building. I wonder if that's near the front or if that's in his main.
Yeah, very interesting. Here we go. Guardian Shield has gone down for Dime. He's going to go for the heads-up engagement. Blink is not yet completed for Andro, and he's really going to need that Blink so that he can go up on the high ground and start blinking back when he needs to. There goes one of the force fields to try and cut some of. Look at that. Those Stalkers are getting trapped up there, and he's going to lose one of the Stalkers. He does have a cannon up here on the high ground. He will have to sack this expansion, I think. He's going to try to pull some probes off the line to maybe try and save this expansion. Another Immortal's going to get in here, and as soon as Andro tries to go for any kind of damage on this army, the Immortals just immediately start target firing those Stalkers.
Yeah.
50 damage is shot to the Stalkers from the Immortals. That Nexus is going to go down very, very quickly. And now that the expansion has been busted, Andro's in the hole quite a lot. He's going to throw down a force field to try and keep everything out. And look at this, a huge counterattack by Andro. He did have this pylon here, and I'm 95% sure that he saw this, as we can't see. Yeah, he definitely knows this is coming as he is turning his army around. He's got some sentries here at home, and he's throwing down some pylons as well. He's definitely not going to let...
Oh, nice play.
Very nice play there by Andro. Blinks one of the Stalkers forward to get vision on high ground, moves it forward just a little bit, and then blinks the rest of his army up there. He's got a huge opportunity to do a lot of damage right now. Dime's got to play very, very carefully while the rest of his army gets here. It looks like he has managed to get the majority of his probes out of here. Now he's just going to be able to do damage to the pylons, try to temporarily shut down a little bit of the production.
Oh, he's got to get out of there, though.
This Nexus up and running, but look at this. He's in a pretty bad position right now. If Dime can cut him off, it does not look like he will be able to do so. He's going to... Oh! Yes! Here are the Immortals, and they're going to be able to do a ton of damage. No, but one of the Immortals is about to go down. Will these Immortals come out on top? Needs to be a little more careful with the micro there, and looks like one of those Immortals is going to stay alive. And the rest of those Stalkers are going to hightail it out of there.
Yo, dog, I heard you like Immortals. They're kind of good. If there was anything Andrew could have done to get back into that game, that was it. But Dime, with a really heads-up play, he knew exactly what he was doing. He was one step ahead of him, had his Immortals waiting for him. And, oh, man. Jeez, they just do so much damage.
Yeah, this single Immortal chasing down 6 Stalkers. This is basically a free kill for Andrew, but he's... I think after that last attempt, he's actually really scared to blink forward and kill the Sox. He does not know what's going to be behind the fog of war there. He could be blinking forward into a trap. So he does move back to a defensive position. I'm not sure getting this Nexus back up and running is going to work out for him, because he's still so far behind in the army count right now. Blinks forward to try and get better surface area, but look at this. Dime is going to catch him again, and I think Andro might go for another base trade situation, but this time Dime is going to have a few more forces at home. He's got this expansion up and running, and he might be able to use this to buy himself some time and just sack it while he does a ton of damage to the remainder of Andro's base. Yeah,
Andro doesn't have much more time. Dime's got sentries at his ramp, can't blink up there, nope. He does have a Twilight Council finish, though, and he's going to start getting blink. He's had enough of this blinking around. Andro force fielding the ramp, though, keeping him out as long as he possibly can. Going to trade Nexuses, it looks like, but I don't think Andrew's going to have enough force field to keep this up for much longer.
Yeah, and this Cybernetic score is going to go down in just a second. That is going to mean no more Stalkers there for Andro. It does not look like he's got any more force field energy. And now is going to be Andro's chance to blink up there. This is going to be a big blink. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage, and we are now in a base race situation. But we do see that Dime actually has enough minerals to... He had enough minerals to throw down another Nexus. But it looks like he's actually confident in his ability to shut this attack down, as there's only 3 stalkers left. And a huge army in the base of Andro. This game is in the bag for Dime. He's going to be taking it up to a 2-0 here. Match point coming up in just a second for Dime. There's the GG. Andro down 0-2 is going to have another map choice, and he's going to have to choose very wisely because this was his choice, and it just did not work out for him.
Well, once again, Dime displaying his ability to execute really crisp and really mechanical timing attacks, and it's paid off for him 2 games in a row. I'm curious to see what kind of response Andro's going to have for this.
Yes, we're going to get Game 3 started in just a second. Don't go anywhere. You guys are watching the $1,500 Edmonton Open, hosted by the Canadian Amateur Starleague right here at Overclock Gaming on Esports Vision TV. We'll be right back. $3-0 $3-0. Why shitty camera work? All right, and we are back with Game 3 of Andro versus Dime, the grand finals of the Canadian Amateur Starleague $1,500 Edmonton Open. And the players are ready. Game 3 is going to be on dual site. This is once again Andro's choice. What do you think Andro's plan is for this particular map?
I don't know.
Pretty ambiguous for PvP, I think.
Yeah.
This is definitely a map where you can get away with just about anything.
Well, we've seen him try to execute his plan 2 games in a row now, and his plan, quite obviously, is to get a few gateways up. First game it was 2 with a Twilight. This game it was, or last game, sorry,